If you think it's easy to talk to a beautiful woman who's holding a gun on you, just try it sometime. Interviewing movie stars is not like interviewing ordinary people. It's more like interviewing politicians, except that most politicians keep their shirts buttoned.
Very much. I think it's a lot of fun, and especially because it's the first time I'm doing a part like this, almost as a man.
Who are you playing? Have you modeled your character after something?
Well, I'm playing the heavy, and she's playing the more relaxed man, Brigitte Bardot.
Are you more the John Wayne type?
That's right, and she's Steve McQueen.
The movie they were making was a European parody of an American Western. It required considerable suspension of disbelief. Claudia Cardinale doesn't look at all like John Wayne. He is much taller. Also, I really doubt that Steve McQueen kisses his director on the cheek when he shows up for work in the morning. The lone American star, Michael J. Pollard, plays the bewildered town marshal. He had good reason to be bewildered. There were some flashes of direct communication, but for the most part, the international cast and crew carried on the work in French, Spanish, and Italian. For an American, it was something like attending groundbreaking ceremonies for the Tower of Babel. But I did begin to understand one thing. Sex and violence is mostly hard work, and about as erotic as college football practice. Claudia Cardinale and Brigitte Bardot play rival outlaws, and their fight is the climax of the picture. It will run for just a few minutes, but it took 3 days to shoot. Michael Pollard seemed oddly detached for a man who had worked 3 months with 2 glamorous women. The 2 stars decided to create their own mayhem without using doubles. They wanted to make the fight look real, and there were moments when the movie set reminded me of Madison Square Garden between rounds.
They ain't gonna get hurt. It's just make-believe, man. They ain't gonna get hurt.
Brigitte Bardot got her hair snagged on the side of the barn and hollered for her hairdresser.
Suzette!
That was real, and so were the scratches and bruises both actresses picked up. But everything else was illusion. Everything was make-believe, except the hard, uncomfortable work under the hot Spanish sun. When you were doing the fight scene, what are you thinking about when you're doing something?
I'm thinking to take care of not hurt too much my partner.
You were afraid of hurting her?
Yeah.
It looked to me the other way around.
No, it was very difficult because I was very frightened by the way to hurt her, Claudia.
Well, it seemed to me that she was enjoying the scene and that you were working.
Yes.
You don't like the rough and tumble?
I am against violence. I'm a hippie girl.
One thing struck me watching you work. You know, I was prepared to look at you as a sex symbol or a very sexy lady or beautiful, whatnot like that. But what impressed me was the very hard work that goes into it, and also that you live on several different levels. You know, your private life, your public life, your film life, and whatnot. Just how do you want me to look at you? How should I look at you?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't understand. It's very difficult for me. You're speaking about different lives.
Right.
I have.
Right.
The job, the private life, and the public life.
Right.
Well, for me, it's nearly the same because I am myself, really myself. Even when I am playing, I don't play. I am myself. In my private life, I am myself too, and in my public life, I am myself too. So, for me, it's nearly the same.
Well, really, I don't like to be a cliché, and I like to change as much as I can. It's more interesting for an actress instead of being myself all the time in life and in the screen. I mean, on the screen. I think it's quite a bore. I want to look different to the people who looks at me.